What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Since Disney is going to have a big year in 2019, I decided to do a top 10 anticipated Disney movies of next year because Disney's probably going to be one company next year that's going to be having tons of billion-dollar movies out. So, that being said, here's my 10 anticipated list. Coming in at number 10 will be Artemis Fowl. Now, this is based on the book series, and it's directed by Kenneth Branagh, who I'm a big fan of. Now, this is at number 10 because, to be honest, the trailer that got released, a little iffy on the. I wasn't really big on the trailer, but it's Kenneth Branagh, and lately Branagh have not let me down yet. So hopefully, he won't start letting me down with this, but we'll see what happens. And to be honest, I know it's a little too early to really say because I haven't seen the movie yet, and the film haven't even came out yet, so I shouldn't say this, but I think Artemis Fowl might end up being next year's A Wrinkle in Time, where out of every Disney movies coming out next year, I think Artemis Fowl might be the one that ends up being a flop. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's comes out, it's awesome, and it does it becomes a surprise hit. But that's just what I'm getting right now. But who knows? Maybe it'll end up being a surprise. Coming in at number 9, it's kind of a cheat, but it's still Disney movies, so why not? Coming in at number 9 will be the new Lady and the Tramp remake. Now, this is not coming to theaters. This is the only film on my list that's not a theater release. This is coming to that Disney streaming service called Disney. I think it's called Disney Plus, I believe. I'm actually really looking forward to see what content is gonna be brought in with that Disney streaming service. They're supposed to be having a High School Musical show. They're supposed to be doing a Star Wars show and that on that Disney service thing. But the one I'm really intrigued by is Lady and Trent. I mean, I really want to see live action dogs, doing the meatball scene. I mean, what more could you ask for? And it also has a really good voice cast. We're talking Tessa Thompson in this, Justin Theroux, you got Janelle Monáe, really good voice cast. So I'm really intrigued by this Lady and Trent remake. Now I heard they're using real dogs in this. So, yeah, Petta's going to love that one, but, yeah. All right. Coming in at number 8 is Dumbo. Now, I've really dug these trailers that got released, and, it's from director Tim Burton, and kind of surprised Johnny Depp's not in this, because even I know about, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, they're, the best of friends, so. But this does have lots of Tim Burton veterans, you got Ava Green, Danny DeVito, Micah Keaton, Colin Farrell, Alan Arkin is in this. I think that's the first time Alan Arkin worked with Tim Burton since Edward Scissorhands. I could be wrong there, but I think they haven't done a movie since Edward Scissorhands. That's long. That's cool. And, the elephant looks pretty cool. I mean, seeing an elephant fly in live action form, sign me up there. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to check out Dumbo. Coming in at number 7 is Aladdin. Now, this is directed by Guy Ritchie, and the last time Guy Ritchie did a movie ended up being King Arthur, and that's not a good film at all. But I'm really intrigued by this new Aladdin. I mean, they just they pretty much released photos, the first photos of Will Smith as the genie. I know that's getting lots of hate, but come on, the genie's gonna be in human form, so I mean, it's the genie. He's gonna transform into other characters. I mean, like in the guy in the Honest trailer says that the genie, transfers do imitation of people who wouldn't be born 1,000 years ago now. So I'm really curious to see what like the genie's gonna fully look like in CGI form. And Will Smith, I'm a big fan of that guy, so I'm interested to see Smith, as the genie in like CGI form next. Of course, Naomi Scott is playing Jasmine. She's really awesome. The actor playing Aladdin, I think his name is Mina Masad. He's on that show Jack Ryan. He actually looks pretty cool as Aladdin. Cannot wait to see Jafar in live action form. That's going to be really cool to see. So yeah, I'm really looking forward for the new Aladdin. Now, it opens in Memorial Day, and Disney movies around Memorial Day do not have a good track record. I mean, Solo got released around Memorial Day, and that didn't do so well. Tomorrowland got released around Memorial Day, and that didn't do so well. So, Disney around Memorial Day is not always the best bet, but we'll see what happens. Coming in at number 6 is Frozen 2. Now, I've really dug the first Frozen. It has some pretty cool songs, and of course, it's Disney, and Disney always makes some of the best stuff. I can't wait for Frozen 2. I mean, I don't know if it'll be as good as the first Frozen, but that has to be wait and see. This time around, you got Adina Menzel back to voice Elsa. You got Kristen Bell back as Anna. Josh Gad is back doing the voice of Olaf. You even got newcomers like Everett Wood from Westworld and Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us fame. So, yeah, I'm really curious to see where they're going to go with Frozen 2. Now, there's not really much plot details. Like, I really have no idea what Frozen 2 is going to be about. But, yeah, I'm really curious to see where they're going to go with this new Frozen. And I'm really curious to see what song's going to top Let It Go. I mean, since Frozen, that song Let It Go, I mean, will pretty much be in your head for like years to come. It's a good song, but it's such a catchy song now. Coming in at number 5 is Star Wars Episode 9. Now, I have no idea what the title's going to be called yet, but it's Star Wars, so of course I'm going to be looking for it. This time, like, they're actually using unused, Carrie Fisher footage from The Force Awakens, and they're interpreting that into the new one. So I'm kind of glad they didn't decide to go ahead and recast Princess Leia, because I mean, who could you possibly get to replace Carrie Fisher? I mean, no one could replace her. And this time around, you got like some new players to the cast, like Kerry Russell's in this, Dominic Monaghan. Matt Smith, for all you Doctor Who fans is in this. Of course, you got returning players like Daisy Ridley, Jason, John Boyega, I meant. Oscar Isaac. I almost said Jason Isaac at first. Yeah, I cannot wait for episode 9. Now, I mean, the movie actually comes out the same week next year, so we're pretty much 1 year away from episode 9 to get released. Now, we might be getting a trailer like pretty soon, so that's what I've been hearing. I don't know if it's true or not, but we'll see when we'll get that trailer. Coming in at number 4 is Captain Marvel. Now, Brie Larson looks awesome as the role of Captain Marvel. And you got Sam Jackson in this. I mean, they're making Sam Jackson pretty young in this. I mean, when you watch the trailer, it literally looks like Sam Jackson walked on the set of Die Hard with a Vengeance. I mean, they're using like this aging technology where they make an actor look pretty young. They've done that with Robert Downey Jr. in Civil War. They did that with Michael Douglas in Ant-Man. Oh, and they're also doing that with De Niro for The Irishman. So this is a pretty cool technology. Like, you don't have to cast young people to play a younger version of the actors. Just do the young technology thing. I think it's called the aging technology. I never knew the actual name for it, but Coming in at number 3 is Toy Story 4. Now, most people could argue saying that Toy Story should ended after part 3, but I'm still looking forward for it. I mean, the two teasers that got released for this have looked amazing. I mean, I still don't know much about what the movie is supposed to be about. All I know is it's supposed to be like a romance film with Woody and Bo Peep. Pretty cool because I mean, Bo Peep's appeared in Toy Story, but she never really had much like speaking lines. I mean, she had very few speaking lines, but she was never like the main character of the Toy Story films. I'm also and also you got Keanu Reeves voicing a character in those. Maybe a John Wick character. That will be pretty funny. I'm curious to see what other new toys they're going to be having. I know that Forky is probably going to be a scene stealer. And from what I heard from Tom Hanks, that you're going to need Kleenex when you're watching this. Like, yeah. I mean, if a movie ends up making Tom Hanks cry, it's probably going to be making us cry. And Pixar, man, they always play with our emotions. I mean, Toy Story 3 will. I mean, if you didn't cry enough for Toy Story 3, I could imagine when Toy Story 4 comes out. All right, coming in at number 2. It's kind of a shock that it's not number 1, but number 1, like my number 1 pick, I'm more excited for. But anyway, my number 2 pick is Avengers Endgame. Now, I really want to see what's going to what will happen in Avengers Endgame, especially after the events of Infinity War. Oh boy. This time around, you got Captain Marvel in Endgame. And, this time you have Paul Rudd back as Ant-Man. Jeremy Renner's back as Hawkeye. So, some of the heroes you did not see in Infinity War are appearing in this. And this time around, I want to see if Captain Marvel is actually going to maybe kill Thanos. That's going to be an interesting battle to see. And that trailer that got released, I mean, it's not like a world-class trailer or anything like that, but it was really good for a first trailer, So, yeah, I'm really hyped for Endgame. All right, coming in at number 1 for my 10 anticipated Disney movies of next year. It's a no shocker. This movie is probably going to make $1 billion in box office when it gets released. And that is The Lion King. I mean, I was excited for this movie when it was first announced, but after seeing that trailer that got released, I'm more excited for this. I mean, it looks amazing. You got James Earl Jones back to voice Mufasa. You got some other voices like Donald Glover's in this. You got Seth Rogen, Beyonce. Who else? Oh yeah, Keegan-Michael Key's in this. I simply can't wait for Lion King. I think there's supposed to be adding some new music in this, as well as interpreting the classic music like "I Just Can't Wait to Be King." Circle of Life is returning for this. Like they're using Circle of Life again. I just cannot wait for Lion King. This movie is probably my anticipated out of every movies next year. Lion King is probably my anticipated movie of 2019. I think this movie is going to be awesome. Plus, it's directed by Jon Favreau, and last time he did a live-action movie based on a Disney classic ended up being The Jungle Book, and Jungle Book was actually one of my favorite movies of 2016. So I'm really intrigued by The Lion King and cannot wait till that gets released. And I'm also looking forward to see a new trailer for this. I mean, if you think the first trailer was awesome, just wait till the second trailer comes. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my 10 anticipated Disney movies of 2019. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Artemis Fowl. 9, Lady and the Tramp. 8, Dumbo. 7, Aladdin. 6, Frozen 2. 5, Star Wars Episode 9. 4. Captain Marvel. 3. Toy Story 4. 2. Avengers Endgame. 1. The Lion King. Now there's probably other Disney movies coming out next year. I mean, if you want to count Disney Channel for Disney movies, like there's Kim Possible coming out, Descendants 3 comes out next year. I mean, you could probably count those as Disney movies as well. There's also like a Christmas film with Anna Kendrick that's set to come on that Disney Plus thing. Oh, there's Disney Nature's Penguins. That Disney Nature always makes some of the best stuff, so they got that coming out. There's like a Magic Cat movie with Adam Devine also coming for that. I think that's coming for Disney Plus as well. So Disney Plus is gonna be getting lots of stuff. But let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your anticipated Disney movies of next year? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.